Good morning, my lovelies. So today is Wednesday, May 6th, and we're entering day 3 of week 6 for distance learning. Well, today, day 3 is kind of simple, so it won't take long to explain. All you're doing today is you're organizing your thoughts even more. So this is more for your organization. So on a separate sheet of paper, make a T-chart or make a little chart, or if you want to do it online, do what I did. You have a table where if you're making your own, you're going to go to Insert, Table, and how many boxes you need. Just whatever, 2 by 4, 2 columns, 4 rows. So once you make that table, you're going to label one side the pros and one side the cons. So what does the pros and cons mean? Pros means like it's beneficial, it's positive. So what's the benefits of, in this case, drones? So how are drones good? On the other side of the table, you're going to write the cons. So what are the negatives about things? What are the negatives about drones? Why are they such a disadvantage sometimes? You only need 3 for each. 3 pros, 3 cons. So off the bat, from like trying to remember the pros and cons. So the pros, you're going to use the article above the fray in storm ravaged Haiti. Drones help aid to get where needed. That title, it's hard for me. All right, so you should have close read this article. You should have had highlighted important information that shows that drones are beneficial to the community, and many of you have done it, and some of you guys are still not doing the close reading. Those of you who have done the close reading, then you have your information ready to go. So for example, why are drones beneficial? Well, drones give us the bird's eye of the damage that occur without having people to go there. So basically they're talking about safety. So safety first. So drones can help with safety. Now, one disadvantage, so let's go to our second article. For the disadvantages, you're going to use the second article that we have, which is titled Small Drones Causing Big Problems for Firefighting Planes. So once again, you should have some text highlighted for why it's bad. So let me go to that first highlight that I have. So one huge disadvantage is that drones can cause collisions, and it can be, I'm just gonna say catastrophic. I like that word, catastrophic, meaning like severely bad. If we want to use simpler terms, you could say drones can cause collisions, and it can be very harmful. It could be deadly. It could be unfortunate. All those things. So yeah. So honestly, Wednesday, all you're doing is organizing your thoughts. What are some pros? What are some negatives? So I'm just gonna jump straight to Thursday for those of you who want to go up and ahead. So Thursday is day 4 for the distance learning. Yes, what a week. So let's go back a little throwback Thursday. There's just like 2 pictures that I found on my phone to kind of throw back to the beginning of the year for my 8th graders when they spent their avid time working outside and making the school better and more presentable, just neater for the younger kids that would go into from the back, or go home from the back, or leave from the back of the school. So that's the alleyway, cleaned thanks to my 8th graders. And on the bottom left, I have my 7th graders. This is period 5, and this is one of the days that they were dissecting, beginning to dissect. So that's just 2 little images for Throwback Thursday. Alright, moving on. Alright, the agenda. So the agenda for today is kind of just talk about claim evidence reasoning. This is gonna be the 3rd video on claim evidence reasoning. So I'm just gonna skip some things. Learning target. Using the skills for a claim evidence reasoning, you develop an argument. So that argument, the way you're going to argue, is going to be set up as a claim, your position, your evidence, how is your evidence supporting your position, and the reason why you're using that evidence, that specific evidence. Okay. So if you forgot what CER meant, it's on the PowerPoint. So the research question that we are going to talk about is, should drones continue to be used? So you just read 2 articles this week. One kind of promoting the benefits of drones, and the other one kind of saying no to drones, like no. So now let's think about you, from your perspective, from what you read. Should drones continue to be used? Pause. Don't panic. There is no right or wrong answer. If you say yes, they should be continued to be used, just make sure you back up. You back it up. Like back up that claim with evidence. If you say no, drones shouldn't be used, same thing. Back up your claim with evidence. The 2 articles that you're going to use, or if you have another article that you just happen to know about, you can use them. But the 2 main articles that you're going to focus on are the ones that are shown here in the slide. So step 1, I'm always going to go over step 1 because I still have some of you putting claims more than 1 sentence. Claim is just 1 sentence. That's it. No more, no less. 1 sentence. And it's basically re-answering the question. So let's look at the research question. Research question, should drones continue to be used? Your claim, either yes or either no. If it's a yes, you would say drones should continue to be used. If it's a no, you would write drones should not continue to be used, or in any form of that way. So now I know from the bat, I know where you stand. I know if you are pro drones or against drones. Are you in favor of drones or against drones? Ooh. Once again, the evidence you're going to get from the 2 articles. And the reasoning is, why are you using that specific evidence to back up your claim? So if we go back to Wednesday's material, you did the pros and the cons. You organized your thoughts. So I want to know if you're in favor of drones and one of your evidence was because of safety, because where drones are able to see damages that people can't see. Why do I care? How is that going to help my claim? That's where your reasoning comes in. Your reasoning is just you defending why your evidence makes sense. If you are against drones, and let's say you use this piece of evidence, drones can cause collisions and it can be catastrophic, it can be harmful, dangerous. Why do I care? Why do I care about, like, how does drones causing collisions a negative? Your reasoning, you defend why you chose that evidence. Your reasoning is, okay, so the reason why drones crashing into other flying vehicles or flying objects is because if, going back to the article, the firefighter planes, so helicopters. So if a drone crashes against a helicopter, One, you just ruined a 1,000-piece technology, the helicopter. Two, now we're one helicopter less to put out these fires. And three, someone has to fly that helicopter. If a drone crashes against a helicopter, well, doesn't look so good for the one driving it. So once again, reasoning. So why do I care about drones collisions and it being catastrophic? Well, the reason why that evidence relates to my claim of drones shouldn't be used is because it endangers people's lives. And you don't want to endanger people's life. You want them to live. Two, I forgot what I said. It's ruining not ruining, but destroying technology or destroying resources. That's the word, destroying resources, and you don't want that. So reasoning is you just backing up why you're using the evidence that you're using. So why am I not just randomly putting pizza in my article? I know that's too far-fetched or like too out there, but it's an example. Alright, so let me just show you how, or the paper that you will write your CER in. Okay, so here is a paper. It's going to be drones, good or bad. So use the space below and your graphic organizer being that T-chart that we did, the pros and the cons, to defend your point of view on should drones continue to be used. So reminder, your Cornell notes, that was the essential question. Are drones beneficial or harmful? Should they continue to be used? So you're just gonna make sure, go under the paragraph, skip a line, and start off with your claim. Drones should continue to be used. Drones should to be used. Period. Okay. So drones should continue to be used. So that's your claim. Now you're going to start off with your evidence. So you could say, in the article so and so, it says that, wow, I can't spell article. It says that drones XYZ. The reason why XYZ is important is because it shows how helpful drones could be. Something simple like that. Anyways, I am going to have Google Meet this week. So if you do have any questions about what you've done so far or how to write this claim evidence reasoning, make sure you join my Meet video classroom and have your questions ready to be answered. Alright, so that is it. That's the lesson for Wednesday and Thursday. Like always, if you have any questions, shoot me a remind text, or I even gave you a phone number that you could text me. Text me name. I got a few calls, didn't know who they were from, so I didn't answer them. So text me your name, and I'm so much better with text than phone calls anyways. And that is it. So have a wonderful Wednesday/Thursday, and I hope you have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye.